Hi everyone, I'm going to talk a little bit about Quick Mask. Quick Mask is one of those Photoshop features that is super useful, but unfortunately a lot of folks don't remember to use it. So, what's it any good for? In this first file, we see that I have a selection made. Now, I can fill that selection with black, but what if I wanted to modify the selection before filling it? Well, I can add to the selection by just using the shift key. But these edges are still razor sharp, and that's something that you're always going to deal with using the standard selection tools, unless you refine the selection somehow. However, if we hit Q, or just press this button down here, we see that it turns our sort of dotted line selection into a mask selection right there in the viewport. And at this point we can grab our blur tool and we can blur the edges of certain areas. You know, we can use our brush tool and we can actually paint certain areas away or add the selection to certain areas. And then we just press Q and we're out of Quick Mask mode. What we've just done is softened some edges and painted away another edge. And now if we fill the selection, we can see our dirty work right here. So it seems kind of abstract in this example, but I'm going to show you an example that a lot of other Photoshop users have actually asked me about, and I've given them my Quick Mask solution. Here we have a suite logo. Unfortunately, the client only has one copy of their logo, and it's the copy that's currently on their website. Or maybe they just don't have the time to get you their original. So this is pretty much a flattened image. There's just one layer, and that's all we've got to work with. So the first thing I do is I just duplicate the layer. We make that layer editable, duplicate it, hide the original. At this point, we still have a white background with blue text. So the next thing I do is I will go to my adjustments and I'll change the levels. What I want to do here is I want to set the black point to be the blue. Or rather, let's go back one step. Since it's blue, let's desaturate it first. Control-Shift-U turns it into gray. Now if we go back to our adjustments menu, it's kind of weird using menus, I usually use shortcuts. But if we go back to the adjustment menu and go to levels, we can grab our black eyedropper and just set the black point right there. So all we've done thus far is turned our logo into pure black and white. The next step is to copy it. So I'm going to grab my marquee selection. And I'm gonna cut it actually, just to make the point more clear. And at this point, I can press Q to enter Quick Mask. I know I'm in Quick Mask because this is highlighted and it says so right in my title bar. At this point, we can paste. And what we've just done is we've pasted a pure black and white image into Quick Mask. And if you're a Photoshop novice or veteran, you should know that black and white is the language of a mask. So at this point, we can press Q again, and we exit Quick Mask mode. At this point, what we have is we have an inverted selection of what we just had selected. So we can just use Control-Shift-I to invert the selection again, and now we have a pure selection of what we just had as a black and white image. At this point, I can fill it with any color. I'm going to choose black just to make the point. And now we have exactly what we had before, but in pure black, and as something we can move around, change the opacity of, add layer effects to, etc. So I just thought I'd get this one recorded because a lot of folks ask me for it, and it's not that I mind explaining it over and over. It's just that it would be nice if I had a video to send everyone to when they asked me, hey, what's the best way to extract this slightly blue logo from this web page and turn it into a transparent layer? The magic wand just isn't working well enough. So I hope you guys found this useful, and have a good day.